Bill White's Midday Rant is a short, sharp take on what's happening and how it relates to you. Agree or disagree? Listen to middayrant.com today.
For years, Hunter Biden has been selling access to his father, then Vice President of the United States and now Democratic resident in the White House. Note, whenever a Democrat controls the executive branch, the P is silent. Anyway, everyone knows that Hunter was selling access to his father and to the Obama administration in Ukraine, China, and other countries, and this fact has been available for anyone who would listen. Hunter has earned millions of dollars for himself and for the Biden family, and he's been passing a substantial share of that loot to the big guy, who, according to Tony Bobulinski, Hunter's business partner and Biden family confidant, the big guy is Joe Biden. If you doubt any of that, then ask yourself how Joe Biden can afford 3 homes on a public servant's salary. I've always wondered why the Internal Revenue Service doesn't simply compare income tax returns for public officials with state property tax records. But if it does, why hasn't his lavish spending raised a red flag before? In any event, if the big guy isn't Joe, then who is it? Obama? So quite a lot of what we know about Hunter's wheeling and dealing comes from a laptop that he left at a Delaware repair shop, which was subsequently collected by the FBI. In the lead-up to the 2020 presidential election, there was a coordinated effort by social media, corporate media, and former government employees to censor these facts and the content of the laptop, all of which we know to be true. According to Chris Swecker, who served as Assistant Director of the FBI Criminal Investigation Division, the FBI left a receipt when Hunter's laptop was collected by the Bureau. That receipt reveals what he called a 272 file number, which Swecker says confirms an ongoing money laundering investigation at that time, meaning the FBI was investigating Hunter Biden before the election, and yet the American public was denied that information. So here's the thing. Did Joe know? Of course Joe Biden knew about Hunter's pay-for-play scheme. Joe was receiving his share of the money, but he can't admit it because it's grounds for impeachment and then criminal prosecution after removal from office. The question is, will Joe Biden throw his son under the bus? The only out for Joe is to deny all knowledge of Hunter's dealings, but this leaves his son open to fraud charges. Selling or attempting to sell influence to a public official when the person isn't involved is a clear case of fraud, this quite apart from the unlawful influence selling scheme itself. So what will Joe do? Will he throw Hunter under the bus and try to get his administration's Justice Department to sweep this mess under the carpet? I don't think so. I believe that Hunter's going down. The question is, will Joe Biden be going with him?